It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to play our type Leo on the Retro Tech Challenge tonight. That seemed like a really good idea in my head. It wasn't. So yes, Retro Tech 120p challenge time. Have as many goes as you like. Your first recorded run is your run. And this is R-Type Leo. By IRM, came out in 1992. The last arcade R-Type. Apparently not counted as a sequel, but more of a spin-off. I think that's to do with the weaponry and how it's used. Because you don't have the Force. You have these sort of side satellites that sort of work like the Force, as you can see there. But apart from that, no, it's not really an R-Type sequel, even though that's clearly an R-Type ship. And yes, I am player 2. I've got no idea why my emulator decided that it was going to attribute the joystick to player 2. Doesn't really matter because I don't think it has any advantages. It's just I've got a cool red visor as opposed to a cool blue visor. So this didn't come out on anything. Sorry about the little glitch there. I don't know what that was. My recording software did a little blip. But yes, so this didn't come out on any other formats. I believe it came out as part of 2010's IRM Arcade Hits for the PC. It's not actually the fault of the Bidos Empire this time. They had nothing to do with our woes. It was actually mankind trying to defend itself by creating a Skynet-esque threat. Which has sort of decided to attack us instead. We basically made this big robot planet called Eden, and the computer on it, the sentient computer Major, has decided to attack us. It says that mankind is a problem. Now, I don't know what pop-up shops that sell presents to wives and children that don't know what to buy for their dads and partners, why they've got such a big problem that they want to blow up the planet. You get nice, maybe it's they don't like the spice in there, you know, like the spicy sauces, or the only fools and horses toweling. Yeah, maybe it's they just don't like dressing gowns of sitcoms from the 80s. I don't know. They want to blow us up anyway. But yeah, so yeah, R-Type Leo, an interesting choice by Real Generic Demon. Please check out his video of this when he uploads it. It will probably be on Saturday 3rd. That's when he tends to upload, is on the Saturday. Now, I was left with a bit of a tricky choice this week because I think I was like, well, it's another space shooter. So I immediately went, well, it's also R-Type Leo. And what do we know about Leonardo DiCaprio is he specifically will only sleep with women 24 or younger. I mean, we know other things about him, like he was in Titanic. He was eating Gilbert Grape and several of Tarantino's efforts and Wolf on Wall Street and stuff like that. We know that about him as well. But most people now go on about the fact that his girlfriends are a lot younger than him. So what I decided to do was I decided to give you a handy list of chronophilias. Now, chronophilia is basically, it's sort of... It's a paraphilia. So paraphilia, if you've not watched before, you don't know what paraphilia is. It's sort of like sexual perversions, if you like. So chronophilia is people attracted to different ages, and yes, that does include the bad ones. And I'm going to cover them because it's all fun, like entertainment. Yay! Pedohebiphilia is the subsect of the Rogan, as we all know, and this is sort of broken up. And I'm not going to spend too much time on this. One, because I'm running out of time on this video, and two, it's a dark subject, but you know what, it sort of had to come up because of Leo. So right, infant philia is the really, really dark one. That's your Ian Watkins. I'm sure you can guess what that is, but it's up to the age of 5. Paedophilia, obviously the most infamous one, the one you see in the newspapers. If you're a paedophile, you are sexually attracted to people prepubescent, so from 5 up to, say, about 11 or 12. Again, all fun entertainment, this. Then moving on to hebephilia, which is people attracted to those between the age of 11 and 14 years old. Yeah, Jimmy Savile. And then you've got iphilia, which is an attraction to those between 15 and 19 years old. So we're moving into still pretty wrong, but not as wrong as the others. I mean, the later end of that isn't too bad unless you're the age of the people watching this video. Don't do it. Just don't do it. It's not right. They're not developed mentally. That's one of the things actually about Leonardo DiCaprio is that someone did a study into it and they said, well, until you're the age of 24, you actually haven't developed your brain properly. So anyway, moving on from that, Chronophilia, which is the one he is an attraction to people aged between 20 and 40 years old, which is probably most of us, isn't it? Or was most of us at some point in our lives. What we should be now, if we're having a batting average of our age, most of us, is a mesophilia, which is people attracted to you, me, and if you've got a significant other, you to them. So middle-aged people is mesophilia. Also younger people with mummy and daddy issues, I guess. And then generotophilia is a sexual preference for the elderly. See Anna Nicole Smith or any of Bernie Ecclestone's Peter Stringfellow's, or that guy that run Playboy magazine. So yeah, that's it. My run's over, as you can see, and I've taught you about perverts. Isn't that handy? So yes, please watch everyone else on the challenge. Try not to have thoughts beyond maybe the teleophilia, the mesophilia, if the gentrophilia, if they're all right and you're not after their money. And we'll see you next time for some probably less darker facts than chronophilia. And video coming up this week is Jack Charlton. Woo! World Cup fever continues. Anyway, like, subscribe, and Kay, thanks, bye.